Nice. Hey everyone, we're live. It's January 18th. I just finished up some work and now I figured I would have a little bit of time to do a live stream. So I've been thinking we're probably going to do our live streams. I know I said once every Friday, but things have changed a little bit. So they might be Wednesdays and Fridays. So keep that in mind. So for this one, it's pretty fun. I have this character that I'm kind of conceptualizing. I'm thinking to make it for either a short animation or like a platformer, a very simple platformer game. So I have a kind of design I'm happy with, but I need to explore how this character is going to move, how he's going to walk, how he's going to run, jump, etc. So for this stream, I'm going to be taking this character and let's see if we can make him run and jump, right? Any name suggestions, post them in the chat because I'm also looking for that. This is my reference. We'll put it up in the corner. And to turn on animation mode, go to Canvas, Animation Assist, and here we go. There's our timeline. I don't know if anyone is animating in Procreate, but it's a very powerful tool, and it's really, really awesome. Okay, so let's set this as our background. We'll add a frame. Let's get started. So we'll start him out. He's pretty simple to draw. I wanted to keep him very simple shapes. We'll do the run cycle first. So actually on this background layer, I'm going to add some ground. There we go. Nice. There you go. We'll start with a circle. I have the Animator Survival Kit somewhere, but we don't need to refer to that right now. So we'll start like this, just very simple. Front leg, back leg. There you go. And he has a backpack as well. He's got some giant eyes. We'll keep him in the front 3/4 view. His shape is mainly like a circle on the top and a square for his body. Next, we'll just switch that. It's kind of cheating because we're going like a 3/4, but his feet are going to be running like they're in profile. So it's a little easier for us. Okay, this arm's back. Nice. I'm kind of liking this time on Wednesday. This might be a good time to stream. I'm not sure. Very fluid, this channel. Okay, very rough. These drawings are going to be super ugly. We don't really care about them right now. So we have like, we'll call this the up. We'll have like the passing where he hits the ground. Try and keep the volumes the same. And we'll bend his foot here. This foot's down here. And his flippers are going to be like this. I'm going to treat them like hands. There's the backpack. And I want him to be very like bouncy, you know. Here, and then we'll duplicate this frame and complete the cycle. I could probably reuse a little bit of this as well. We just got to switch the feet. So here, let's erase that. Oh. Yeah, this foot needs to be in front. This foot needs to be behind. There you go. Right, this is the part where it's like the drawings don't have to be good. As long as my volumes are consistent, it should work out in the end. There you go. Now the legs are moving on the right side. We'll slow this down to like 8 frames a second. Nice. So now I want to add another in-between from here to here to kind of give him some more hang time. So he'll be dragging a bit, but his foot will be falling as this like flipper comes like that. There you go. His arms are going to be in front. So have them drag a little bit. The backpack, we're just going to block that in. Up. And then the same drag over here. Nice. Let's do this too. Clean up our view a little bit. Yeah, also after this, guys, there's a few updates. I know if any of you have been following the Discord, you might have been seeing like a lot of bots being added, a lot of new channels being added. I can go through those at the end of this. There's a few things that I want to try to kind of make the Discord a little fun, a little more useful for the people in this channel. There you go. So I'm liking that. Right, that's looking pretty good. It has that nice bounce that I want. So maybe here. Actually, that is fine, I think. Maybe a little more bounce or a little more stretch or squash, sorry, here. So let's distort this guy a little bit. Like this. And here we're going to, oops, distort him a little bit like that as well. And I just love jotting quick ideas down in Procreate, guys. It's so awesome. And it really makes things super, super simple. So we're going at, let's see, 8 frames a second. What if we bump it up to 12? Here we might need another in between. I'm thinking from here to here we need something. It's kind of a big pop. So let's go add a frame. We'll go right somewhere in the middle and kind of add like a takeoff frame. So his feet are still on the ground, but this one is passing more, right? There's his flipper. It's kind of like a bean shape now, actually. So his hands are going to be somewhere in this direction. Get that bag. There you go. That is really nice. A lot of personality to this run, really bouncy. Exactly what I want this character to kind of feel like. I've been thinking about this guy for a long time. It's since I was really young. I've been, well, me and my dad actually came up with this character, this name of this character, or sorry, not the name, the concept of like a penguin as a character. And now I figured, why not take that design and see if I can actually make something with it, whether it be a game or a show or a comic series. But either way, I need to kind of explore this guy a little bit more. Okay, nice. The movement's looking good. And now we can kind of tie the drawings down and add a little bit more details to keep this on model. I'll add the hat as well at the end. So in Procreate, to add layers, we select our layer that we're on, we add a new one, and then drag it on top, and it creates a group. And that is how you add different levels of detail without adding new frames. So we're going to go here, add another group, this one, add another group here, and all the way till our last frame. There you go. Whoops, missed that one. Okay. There we go. So now all our groups are set up. We can go knock down the opacity and start adding a few details. I don't think we need to clean this up completely, but we do got to get some things in place. All right, let's see. So here, I'm going to make my brush a little bigger. We'll get the beak. We want the head shape to be a little rounder. And it's very easy with Procreate, if you draw a line and just hold it on the screen, it like perfects the line for you, which is super, super, super useful. Okay, let's go. One eye, like this. His eyes, I'm still debating if I should make them the same size or have one bigger than the other. Depends how goofy I want this guy to look. There you go, we'll have this. The scarf, just a line like this. We'll get this in as well. Now he looks more like a penguin. And the parts of the scarf and the hat, I'm going to save till the end, because those are going to be basically just following the action, right? So let's erase this. Let's grab his flipper. Whoops. There you go. We'll get that backpack in. I can erase this. I think same with the backpack. I'll draw the straps, but I won't actually do the backpack until later on. Right, so there's his foot. Little like stubs for legs. And then with his feet, like his flippers or whatever, we'll just try and make it real simple. 3 prongs here, and then we'll see the underside of this flipper, like that. So the details don't have to be tied down completely. We're just working a little bit quickly here. So there we go. Now for me, I'm going to go right to this frame again. Let's turn everything here. I'm going to turn these frames off so I can kind of see what I'm doing on the frame previous. So I just want to get my keys in. Like this, knock down the opacity. And see in red how I can see my character before. So this is going to help me keep him on model, even though I'm working really loose. So there, we got the eyes in. Yeah, so my schedule has been pretty crazy, actually, recently. But I still want to find time to do these streams. And things are going to get even more busy after January. So there, we got this in. See how I'm holding it and it's making it perfect? Because he's not really going to change height here. I gotta knock this up a little bit. I can't see it. There you go. Here, get that scarf in. The scarf's pretty much going to be also in the same spot. And then we have the straps. And then we have his flippers. Right, and that's what I find helps. Try and find things that are going to be in a similar spot to kind of get that size correct. And then we have his flipper here. Nice. Mm-hmm. We got this. Now we're really separating the front legs from the back legs. Oh, how's it going, Chad? Thanks, dude. Yeah, you know, something fun, something pretty bouncy. it went through a lot of changes. I couldn't really get the character right, but I think this is okay. How have you been, dude? Good? Busy? We'll get this nice angle. Right, I'm not really worried about the shape of the foot right now. Here. And then we'll take, right, this is going to be the same frame. We'll just, oops, deleted it. We're going to duplicate it, move it there, and we can delete this frame. All right, let's turn these back on. And let's do the down. Knock that down. And here's what you can do. Like the head, I still want it to be on model. So I'm going to trace the frame that I have here, but I'll squash it a little bit more. Right, and I'll knock this down. We'll squish the eyes a little more. Just like this. And then I'll go and I'll drag it to where it's supposed to be here. So it's more on model, but it's still pretty squished. I probably need to even make this a little smaller. Whoops. Just want to select that. And that's why, like, different layers, it's so amazing in Procreate. Unlike, what is it, Sketchbook, where you can only have 3, you can basically have unlimited layers here. So it's pretty awesome. Okay, let's get the scarf in. Right, just pretty loose. We want a nice, like, line of action here. Get that. His body's pretty squishy. And then we'll go like this. His foot. Just like that. You know, penguins, I didn't really look up how penguins run, but that doesn't really matter. His arms will be, let's say, right by his side. And then we want that backpack there as well. Let's erase it. Here, one of my house yelling upstairs. Here, let's have the arm showing a little bit. And I still got to nail this design down. Like, I still got to get more comfortable drawing it. But that's okay. Okay, so here, next one, we'll knock this down. We don't really need to add anything because now it's just a regular in-between, right? So, but I'm still going to trace this blue one because that's the closest thing I have to being on model. And there you go. And anyone watching, do you guys like to work traditionally? Do you prefer cutout animation? Have you ever used Procreate before? Let me know in the comments. On this channel, would you like to see more Procreate tutorials? Because I normally focus on Toon Boom and Sketchbook, right? But if you want to see more Procreate, we could also work that in as well. Here, I'm going to stretch it a little bit. I'm going to go here, here. And what we can do is this warp tool, which I kind of like. You can bring in the sides. Right now, you're really stretching things. Yeah, honestly, Procreate's the best. And like for what you get, I guess the whole catch is, I guess you have to buy an iPad, but for like it's relatively cheap. It's only $10 for like a lifetime license, which includes all the updates, right? So it's pretty good. So here, we're gonna get the feet in. There you go. Look at that. Here, his arms will go like this. Maybe have this arm a little out. It's all coming together. Play it. Just like a fun, squashy animation. So now from here to here, I could probably reuse this frame, sort of. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my, close all my layers, and I'll turn those off. So now I have from here to here, I can see better. And it still takes quite a long time to do some nice animation in Procreate. But at the moment, I don't have any better options. So now I'll trace. What really helps though is this automatic curve and line tool. It's so helpful. Even for the cleanup process, you don't really need to try as much. And you can still get some pretty clean lines. Here. Like I wish if Toon Boom had like a brush tool like this, that would be super unstoppable. Okay, so we just got to switch the feet now. So, right, it was here. It's going to be pretty much the same. Just this foot is going to be on the floor. And it kind of helps because we're cheating that perspective. We're in a profile view, but our head is 3/4. So it kind of looks like we're in 3/4, but our feet are on the same line. The arms can be in the same spot as well. That's why the profile view, you can reuse a lot of different frames. All right, let's turn these back on. Okay, now it's coming together. Did I miss a frame here? Yeah, there you go. So let's do this guy. Knock down the opacity. And you can use blend modes as well, which is pretty sweet. Let's show these comments. Yeah, honestly, man, it would save so much time. I can't even imagine. How's it going, Jack? Jack's. How's it going, man? I'm not even gonna try and read that. But yeah, it would be crazy. Like cleaning up lines like this in Toon Boom, be insane. Anyone working on any cool projects? I know there's someone in our Discord who keeps posting some clips from his personal project that he's working on. Some of it's actually pretty awesome. Some of the stuff he posts. Okay, let's drop the head. There, and then we'll warp the head like this. We'll really stretch it. And I think if this was a game, I'd really want there to be lots of smear frames, lots of squash and stretch, cartoony animation. That's what I'm kind of picturing. I'm great. How are you? Also, I love the videos. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I'm doing pretty well, finding some time to keep up with this channel. You know, doing the best that I can. There you go. But yeah, I guess I could talk about it right now. So in our Discord, I still got to figure out some different kinks and stuff. But we have two new channels called like animation industry news and jobs. So what it does is it follows the Twitter accounts of a bunch of high profile like animation accounts, and it posts updates in those channels. So like job updates, just articles they post. So if you guys keep ahead of that, keep track of those channels, you can stay on top of all the news in the industry, especially when you're like looking for jobs. It might be super helpful uh, to apply. So hopefully that makes our Discord a little bit more useful to you guys. Okay, how much time? We've only been doing this for 26 minutes. That's what I think. Like everyone says, cutout animation is faster, but I feel in the end, it works out to be about the same. Like rough animation, I find I can blow through it when I'm working traditionally. But when it comes to cleanup, then that takes me like 100 years. But when I'm doing cutout, it's like the actual posing and animation part takes a little longer. But then when you're done, you don't have to clean it up. So, you know, I guess that's where you save time. Yeah, so in the Discord, I don't know why, but some of the messages keep getting deleted. I think it's like a setting I have on one of the bots. But once I fix that, you should be able to see like job postings and articles as well in those channels. Because I think if you go there now, all the messages are deleted. I don't know why that happened, but it's not supposed to. Okay, let's go like this. There. What do I want his foot to do? Yeah, we want it to like curve like this. We'll have this. Look, his arms are going like that. And yeah, guys, you know, any questions, whatever, feel free to ask them in the chat. You know, that's what this time is for. This one should be fine. And then I think we could do the bag. And once we add some color, it might make this a little more clear, I think. We might not have to add any in-betweens. Okay, one more. You know, I just wish I had like a go-to person who I could make these rough animations and just send it to them, and they would just do all the cleanup for me, you know? Or like one of these AI, you know how AI is everywhere? If there could be like an AI cleanup bot, oh, that would be insane. It just cleans up the line work. I actually wonder why that's not a thing. I feel that could be done pretty easily. That would be a game changer. My God, I think I just stumbled on $1 million idea here, guys. Like this. There you go. All right, see, you can leave out some big details. There you go. Liking that. So if we bump up this frame rate, it might look bad. Go 20 frames a second. All right, that's too fast. Let's keep it at 12 or 13. Let's see. Let's add the backpack in now. So here, it's just a pretty simple design. We go 1, 2. Don't like that. Let's go here. So as it's going down, we can go frame by frame with this because it's like a secondary action. The backpack is going to drag a little bit. Even here, we'll have it really stretching and dragging. Let's see how this looks. Yeah, can you imagine? I wonder if it'll be the next update. That would be insane. So now here, now it's dragging the other way. And then this is our contact again, I guess. So we can go here, and it's going to be at its normal position. Right now it's dragging again. And like, I guess if this was a rigged animation, you could reuse this backpack cycle, right? Like you could basically just do it once and reuse it because it would be a separate asset. But I guess since it's not, we got to redraw it, reframe. So there, stretching, and then we're going to copy this frame and move it to the end. Shit. Okay, there we go. So now we have the bag. Let's see how it looks. Okay, it's a little fast. Let's turn this off. All right, there you go. That's looking okay. And now for the hat. This, let's just go for it. So there's his hat up here. Like this. Right? Simple. As the hat goes down, I need my onion skin for this. I want it to like fall off his head like that. So I guess as he's going down, we can kind of have the hat start to come up like this. So here it's going to be falling. Let's see if this works. There it is. And then he catches it again. It might be too fast of a movement to look right. Because look, he goes, maybe. Yeah, see? Like when it plays, it doesn't even move. Okay. And then hat's back. So let's try it. Let's just keep going and see what happens. And then same thing. We're going to raise the hat a little bit. We'll have a drop. Like it's kind of being stretched. And he comes right up and grabs it. So I don't think this is going to work, to be honest. But whatever. We're going to try it out and see what happens. And then we'll duplicate this frame. Move it to the end. So move it. Try it again. Move it. What the fuck? There you go. Delete. Let's see. It's a little fast. We might need another frame here, between here and here, where the hat like falls and it comes back up. So let's go another frame. why not squash him down even more? Let's see how this looks. Right, let's really get crazy with it. Right. Like I don't know if you guys seen this. There's like a guy on YouTube or maybe Instagram. Yeah, come in. There's a guy on Instagram who like he's making a game, but it's like a really weirdly animated game. Like the animation is so flappy and like real squash and stretchy. It's super weird, but it's super cool. So here, let's like, and that's kind of what I'm thinking about when I'm doing this animation. Right, somewhere in the middle. Right, so this bag is going to go like this. I don't know if that did anything. I literally have no idea. I think it did. Same thing, add frame. Let's try squashing him down. Right, at this point, these in-between frames, they don't have to be pretty at all. Let's go in here. Right. This is coming up. This is going down. And the most important thing is the hat on the head. Let's see. And let's do this. Let's take this and hold it for 2 frames. This might be overkill. Let's see. Yeah, that's too slow. What if we bump up the frame rate? What the fuck? What if we put all of this on 2s? Let's see. We'll put it on 2s and then we'll put it on. Actually, no, we won't put all of it on 2s. We'll put this. This will be on 1s. This will all be on 2s. Like all of the. Yeah, the falling part. Okay, and we'll go 20 frames a second. I don't know if it's just plain wrong. There you go. So I think the consensus is I'm trying to watch it into the camera, what you guys are seeing. It's not playing as right as I'd like. Let's turn off the rough layers and see how that looks. See if that's a little clearer. There you go. I'm happy with that. He's running. It's popping a little bit weird. It's like skipping at the end. But what if we go? I think that's because if we hide this frame, now it'll loop properly. Yeah, there you go. Because it's pausing at the end. Nice. How's it going? If you don't mind me asking, what would you prefer, rig or hand-drawn animation? To be honest, I think I prefer cutout animation to hand-drawn animation. Like, I like to do this kind of stuff, hand-drawn, like rough, loose drawings, you know, not really caring about staying on model or even if it looks good. But when it comes to cleaning up and like making a finished piece, cutout animation all the way. It's just so much faster. And nowadays with like Toon Boom and like advanced rigs and stuff, you can get such good like hand-drawn quality with these cutout rigs. And it's just as fun to work with, to be honest. So I know a lot of people either like choose one or the other, but it depends what I'm doing. Of course, I lean towards more cutout animation, like to do a finished piece. But if I'm just, you know, fucking around like this, hand draw's pretty fun. What about you? What do you prefer? Okay, so I think let's try this, guys. Let's add some quick color. Like, I mean, super quick. We're gonna see how this looks. Right, and lately I'm trying to find a balance of like when something looks like a rough style, you know, or when something just looks bad. Because I find a lot of things, it's like they're trying to make it bad on purpose. So in the end, it still looks appealing. But a lot of the times when I try it, it just looks like shit. Thank you. Oh, and I forgot to do the scarf. We don't really need to do that. Right, there you go. We'll get rid of this. Oops. Really get rid of that. Yeah, exactly. Like puppet animation, you don't need to know how to draw to animate at all. And thank you. Yeah, the penguin design. And that's why they say like you don't really need drawing skills to know how to animate. Of course they help, especially if you're doing 2D and drawing like a quick pose or something to find the line of action. But like you don't need to know how to draw stick figures, to be honest. It's just a line, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. This is like my least favorite part of traditional animation is the coloring part. Oh my god. Whatever. I literally just want to like die every time I do it. Coloring and cleanup? No, thank you. I have no idea. People who are like cleanup artists or you know, color artists. I would just pull my hair out if I had to do that. But the thing is, it makes such a huge difference, you know? Like good cleanup. Oh my god, it's amazing. Like if you have you ever heard of the line animation? It's like a studio, I think in the UK. They do hand-drawn stuff and it's so good. It looks amazing, amazing. Especially when it's all cleaned up and all the effects are added. It's literally insane. Whoops. Yeah, that's one studio you guys should check out. The line animation. Okay, go. Let's just. This is gonna look horrible when we play it back because all of the colors are gonna be moving around everywhere. But at this point, whatever. I'll go like this. Same thing. I'm just going to go in actually and add a new, I find this helps too. If you go in and add like a new layer before you actually start working on it, it kind of speeds up the process a little bit. So you just click and go. Okay, let's see, where were we? This. All right, we'll just rough this in. We don't really need to be super accurate. Right? Maybe I just need to find a better system for cleanup and color. But right now it's just basically try it, want to get super bored and then stop. All right, so let's see. This, that. How's it looking? Okay, it doesn't look so bad. Also, what you can try and do, I think, when you're doing this cleanup in color is like do one color and color it in throughout the whole animation. Then come back, choose another color, color that in throughout the whole animation instead of switching colors like I'm doing. I think it might be faster the other way. But since like I'm not really even coloring in the lines, it's whatever. This is going to be fast. Oh, that's wrong. But yeah, what I've noticed too is Procreate is 100 times better than Sketchbook. I used to love using Sketchbook too, but it's just better in every way. Better brushes, better, interface. Even their app. I know Sketchbook has an app as well. Some of the brushes are okay. Like it's nice to draw on it sometimes, but it seems to me just like it's just a worse version of Procreate. And you can't animate in it. I don't know how to animate in the app in Sketchbook. I don't know if that's a feature or you got to do something, but when I was using it, I couldn't figure out how to animate in it. Okay, whatever. Here. And I find too hand-drawn animation, it's really good if it's just like a hobby, because you don't need any expensive software. You don't got to know how to build these crazy rigs, right? And you don't even know how to need to know how to draw well, right? You just draw a couple like cartoon characters, simple shapes, big eyes or whatever. And you can really get started animating pretty quickly with hand drawn. Let's go here. And it's like right at your fingertips with Procreate. It's like anywhere you go, you can just do it. I know this isn't like an ad for Procreate or anything. They don't sponsor this channel. But I just like using it. All right, it's almost done, almost done. Let's see, 49. I think we're going to get right to an hour with this. And that's the thing too. If I was trying to like clean this up nice and color it nice and then add on top of it, add your shadows and light, this little animation would take me like at least 4 days to do. No joke. go. Oh, let's get the green in. And I think too, I want to start doing some live character designs, right? We can do some request days or something. Could be nice. Right here, we don't really need to get some good color in there. This was the other design, by the way. That's what he looked like before. We got this. We got this. There we go. And now we just need this color. I saw a brush. It's like if you outline it, it fills it in automatically. But I don't know where I saw it or where to get it. But that would be super useful, I think, when you're animating. All right. And last frame. Let's get this done under the hour mark. We are making good time. Oh, there we go. Like, I wish I could live stream the work I was doing on my job, but I don't feel comfortable doing that, just in case there's like privacy issues. But I think that would be awesome. Like, you guys get to see what it's like working in a studio. Might be boring, but whatever. Oops. I also might think about rigging this character in Toon Boom, and then maybe doing some animation there. All right. Let's watch this play. Whoops. I'll export this to kind of show you guys playing it at full speed, but it's not so bad. Pretty cute. I think if this was in like a game, like a platforming game, this kind of run could do it, right? Like this bouncy run. We could probably add a few extra frames and play it at 24 frames. Actually, what happens if we play it at 24 frames a second? Yeah. Like if we added more frames, played it there, it would look even better, but I'm happy with that. Okay, we're just under the hour mark, but thank you guys for joining the stream. We'll probably do another one on Friday. I'll keep you guys updated in the Discord, and check out the Discord. We have job updates now from studios. So if you're looking for a job, you can actually apply in that channel. And yeah, we have updated like a news section, and I'm working on getting different like roles for people in the Discord. So if you post like certain, if you post things or chat in the Discord, you get like XP, and then the more XP you get, the better role you get, and then eventually that could lead to like perks. If I ever get like merch or whatever, or courses or something, like a discount on courses. So lots of plans, but yeah, check it out. Yeah, this could nice. Yeah, exactly. Right. So we'll see how far this video game comes. Maybe one day we can actually play it on this stream. So we'll see how that goes. All right, guys, have a good night. I'll see everyone in the next stream.